So, Faye, I'm so interested to know, how did you end up at Roosevelt University coming from Nigeria? I know your family moved here, but I'm curious to know how Roosevelt became your top choice.
Um, Roosevelt was, I never actually heard of the school because I was going to South Suburban College, community college right by my house. And I went to a different university because the schools on my mind were like Northern Illinois, Southern Illinois, Eastern. I wanted to leave home, you know. I just wanted to get away. So I went to one of those schools for a semester and then I came back home. And then I was like, okay, let me take some classes back at South South to cut cost. So I don't know if you guys know Jose. He's one of the recruiters for transfer student. And then I was walking down the hall with one of my professors after tutoring, and we were discussing. And then he saw me. And then when I was walking back, then he called me and he was like talking to me about the school. And I was like, I don't know if I'm interested in going to a school in Chicago. And then he was like, I promise you, you're gonna love it, this, that. And I was like, okay, just, I don't want to be the bad person. I signed up and in my mind, I was like, no, never. I'm not going. I'm going to go back to my other school. So I signed up and then he was asking about my GPA. I told him and he was like, oh, you qualify for a scholarship. And I was like, okay, you got my attention. Okay, now let's talk. And then he was telling me about everything. And then I was talking to him and he was understanding about every of my question. He answered everything. And I was like, okay, I would consider it. And for like half the semester, every time I saw him, I try to like avoid him so he doesn't call me and ask, oh, did you apply? So I got an email from the school. I was accepted and I got the scholarship. So I was like, oh, well, this is still a lot for me, but let me see. Okay. So I was like, okay, let me try. And then I went to Roosevelt. And then I was like, okay, let me
So you
just,
went to campus and just kind of looked around, or
no, I never did. I was
you
just
never
like,
even?
no, I did not. I was like, it's close to home. I was homesick I knew I wanted to leave home,
Yeah.
but whenever I left, I was homesick. I wanted to eat my mom's food. So I was like, let me just stay close to home. So I know when I get back, I know there's dinner waiting for me. I don't have to like struggle. I just go come, that's it. And I was like, okay, I'm fine with anything. I could stay anywhere. So I talked to my dad about it and he was like, okay, if that's what you want, no. And then my friends were like, you could try. Everyone thought I was crazy, but I was like, yeah, let me just give it a try.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So you wanted to leave home so badly, and you went to this other school,
yeah.
and you were just painfully homesick. Is that what happened?
Well, for me, like that one semester I spent away from home was not good because I was with friends who wanted to party all the time. I was really distracted and that was not helping. Like, especially with for my degree, I know school is really hard, but that was not the kind of environment I wanted to be in.
Yeah.
And I knew then and there because I told them that I'm not sure if I was gonna come back because I'm not the kind of party person. I'm an introvert. I want to be in my house, in my room, but they always wanted to take me out and I got really distracted that semester and I was like, no, that environment was really toxic. So that was why I went back to my community college for one more semester.
Was that a hard thing to do, or did you feel like that was the right thing to do? Were you conflicted? Because I know there's so many people who
Oh,
transfer and feel, they judge themselves. Like, oh, I didn't succeed, or they look at it as failure or success. But it sounds like you are really tuned into what was the right choice for you.
yeah, it was more of the right thing to do, but I felt really bad because I made a lot of friends there and I, we were really cool. Everything was going great, but it was just that one thing that I did not like. I don't want to have a bit for my goal. I know I need a high GPA for it. So I don't want anything messing up that one thing that
Yeah.
is like a high, huge requirement. So I knew that I had to do the right thing by leaving.
Yeah. So it's interesting. You left because you weren't running away from something. You left because you were looking for something and you couldn't get it in that environment. I think that
Yeah,
that's